Oh, I'm so dummy thick.
Make sure it's recording.
Hello? I'm so dummy thick.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. This is my boy. Introduce yourself.
My name is Mr. Rich Chocolate himself.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Let's just get to the point of the video. Today we'll be ranking Gfuel flavors.
First up, we got Phase X flavor. Now, go ahead and say what you think about it.
First of all, I gotta get a smell test, as always.
Get the most accurate smell. You want to shake it up. Make sure you get the powder. Make sure it's really going up your nose and make you feel like you want to sneeze, because
Okay.
that's how you get
So
the best.
I think this is a pretty solid flavor. So this is how the tier list is gonna go. We're gonna go S tier for the best, obviously A, B, C, D, and then trash can flavor.
If y'all are interested in picking up this flavor, I believe it is kind of like it's like a glacier kind of cherry pineapple-ish flavor. I think it's most similar to the white Gatorades, if you ever had one of those. It's similar to that, so.
Let's just get to the point. I think it is a B flavor.
Beef flavor, very solid. I would have to concur with that. We got Hive Nectar for this one. So let me go ahead and set this little boy right here. So Hive Nectar is a combination between a nectarine, which is like a sweet peach, and like a kind of like an orangish kind of clementine kind of flavor. If you like orange juice, it's really similar to that, I would say. It's definitely got that hint of sweet peach for the nectarine flavor in there. So it's very good. I love this, and this is definitely a flavor that I would have to kick off my day.
I've only had this flavor a couple of times, and I think it's a solid flavor again. So this is going to be mine. I don't think you're going to agree with this one. I think it's a B-tiered flavor as well.
B-tier flavor. You heard it here first. What do we got next?
Unfortunately. Nothing to really explain here. Lemonade. Lemonade is lemonade. I haven't had this flavor because it's too boring for me to tell. Let's just get a quick little grade on this one.
For all the other flavors out there, this is a little bit underwhelming. So I would not have this all the time. I would have to go with a C.
I'm going to have to agree with that one. Okay, so what do we got going here? Oh, it's going to go with a brand new one. Opened up yesterday.
Clickbait.
So give us a rundown on this one.
All right, the rundown for this one is going to be... Now watch yourself there. This flavor is a cherry pomegranate flavor. Incredibly good. Very reminiscent, to me at least, of kind of a really... It reminds me heavily of Kool-Aid. Love it to death. I've only had it for a few days, so you need a few tries to get your taste buds calibrated to it. But honestly, I would give this an A tier flavor. I don't think it's quite up to the S tier yet. I'll need a little bit more time. But cherry pomegranate, you like Kool-Aid, you can't go wrong, honestly. Yeah, shout out to Electric Shock. This is a flavor that he says tastes like pool water.
All I'm going to say is that I'm very happy that this flavor is pulled from Phase. Wasn't a fan of this flavor. I'm going to keep this one short and simple. I think this tastes like pool water. There's not much to be said about this. Like I said, this is Tropical Rain again. This is I'm going to call this one a D tier. I wouldn't quite call it trash. It is not like it's unbearable. It is not good. I'm not even going to ask for his opinion on this one. D tier. Nice. Cotton candy.
Oh, okay.
Pretty straightforward.
Let me tell y'all a little bit of story about this one. This is what got me into Gfuel right here. This is the flavor that started it all for me. What an entry point for Gfuel if you want to try something crazy, wacky. How many people have the opportunity of saying they can wake up in the morning and get a nice cool glass of cotton candy? Not many people. And let me tell you, you could with Gfuel, so.
Overall grade is an A.
I give it an A too.
A tiered.
Very solid flavor. If you guys got a sweet tooth, you're definitely going to want to go along with something like cotton candy. So, very good flavor indeed.
Sour Phase Berry.
All right, so go ahead, take it away.
Once again, this is just a bunch of berries, right? Berry. It's called Phase Berry for a reason. So, but this is the sour one. So, if you like that little pucker factor, this is going to be the one to go with.
If regular Fazeberry is talking too sweet to you and you want something with a little bit more kick, this right here don't get you going.
But I'm gonna have to give this one a B.
Yep, I give it a B as well.
So, and while we're at it,
let's go ahead and talk about the regular Fazeberry.
So everything I just explained besides the pucker factor.
This is going to be the flavor to get, honestly. This is one of the ones, the OG ones, and this is going to be the ones that people recommend probably for a lot of people because it's very solid. You can't go wrong with it.
Good start to Gfuel if you want to get into it. So, there you go.
What do you want to give that?
Also a B.
Okay, now this one right here, I got a place for this one. It's not super great on my list, but it's not the worst flavor that I've had.
Nothing really to it. Once again, snow cone, got the old-fashioned red, white, and blue, so you know exactly what we're talking about. You run out to the ice cream truck as a kid, and you're just a crazy psycho one that gets the snow cone because your mommy says you can't get ice cream because it's too late. You get this, you eat it, you hate your life. It's kind of how it is, unfortunately.
I mean, it's not as bad as he's making it.
It's a C.
It is a C. Now this flavor right here.
Shiny Splash.
Incredible starting flavor.
Very good flavor.
All right, so Shiny Splash. This one, I'm caught in, but I'm gonna let you decide what it ranks as. I'm caught in between A tier and an S tier because if you guys want something simple and something that's good and it's gonna be consistently good and it's gonna slap hard every day, Shiny Splash is the flavor for you to try.
I'm gonna say A tier.
A tier.
Not quite S for me. You know what? Why not? We'll talk about that right now. Imaginary. Boom. There it is. Bahama Mama.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now let me tell you. This man right here loves himself some mama. So go ahead and get your feelings out on them.
So, this is the kind of way I look at it, okay? You're out on the beach. You want something refreshing. You got the citrus with the orange. You got the pineapple. You got the coconut. How can you hate coconut? Okay? No, you're sitting on the beach. You want something nice? Bahama Mama. You're sitting inside on a cold winter day, wishing you were at the beach. You're drinking a Bahama Mama.
Yeah.
I love this flavor.
Very good flavor nonetheless, and I do recommend it to everybody out there because it's S tier. Did we already say that?
Yes, sir. S tier it is.
S tier flavor. All right.
For all you Logic fans out there.
What's happening? We got a little bit of Bobby Boysenberry now, but this actually just tastes like you just got a thing of juice at the supermarket, poured it into a glass, and that's pretty much what you got there. It's really good. It's definitely not one of my favorite flavors, so for me, this might have to go in the B category.
I'm going to have to agree with that one. Sounds good. What we got here?
Oh, so we got ourselves some Pewdiepie, a.k.a. some lingonberry. Let me tell you, very good flavor, very solid flavor. You got any remarks to say about this?
Once again, it's kind of one of those flavors that's a solid. If you want something that's consistent, it's like, well, there we go. We get some Pewdiepie today. It's just a good flavor. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. I'm just going to quick grade on this one. Solid B for Pewdiepie. Solid B.
I would give it an A personally for me just because I really like this. This is almost empty, by the way. This is one of my favorite flavors right here. I would give it more of an A, but I'll agree with the B just for simplicity's sake. But if you guys looking to check that out, Pewdiepie, a.k.a. lingonberry, is basically a sweet cranberry. So if you think you'll like that, if you like cranberry juice, you're definitely going to like yourself some lingonberry. So go ahead and pick it up.
Next up,
we got trouble, and make it bubble. It's bubble gum. I haven't had it in a little bit, so I'm going to just say right there, it's definitely not one of my favorite flavors. In fact, it kind of falls into the category of being one of my least favorite flavors. But I do have it every now and then because every now and then I'm feeling a bit adventurous. But this flavor right here, it definitely captures bubblegum, I think, the best that they could without it being too kind of overwhelming, I guess. Because it kind of has like a lemonade vibe, and I'm really not explaining this well, and I apologize. But if you've had this flavor before, you know what I'm saying. If you're a big fan of bubblegum, you'll like it, but you got to be a fan of bubblegum, so... I'm probably gonna. I'm not gonna give this one a trash, but I'm gonna have to give this one a D personally for me.
I can't say anything on this one.
He hasn't had this flavor.
So, but I'm gonna have to trust him on that one.
That's now. Let me preface this real quick, saying all of these are combined opinions. So, you know, if you like a flavor and
you want to be weird and go out there and buy this flavor and say it's good and hate on us, good for you, bud.